What?
My volume was toggled off. Hooray! It is Friday afternoon, and we've been hard at work at a lot of very difficult but interesting things. So I apologize for that. Yeah, so now everyone can hear me. To recap, we had Go Toys, which we looked at and did a lot of things with, but it's a this powerful goat turtle horse. We have Light Llama, which we absolutely loved. How it ends up looking like.
And away he goes.
What are we doing again? What is this for, Greg?
Yes, good point. I need to do our whole introduction again, so everyone's had this. Yeah.
We can start over. It's cool.
Look at him go. Look at him run. Run away, Light.
Run away. Be free.
Run away. Oh, you weren't fast enough.
Okay, so let's start over again. I apologize to everyone who's been very confused watching. Are we watching this thing just moving around looking at stuff and everyone moving around in the bottom right corner here? That is totally my fault. Okay, so what are we even doing here? So this is CHKN. And this past week we've been running a creature building challenge, which we announced via a news post on our Steam community center. So we'd previously done another one of these where we had challenged our community to create the best boss that they could create, and we got a lot of really amazing submissions. It was really awesome. So we wanted to do that again, but this time the focus, instead of being bosses, which you only can have, a couple in the game, we want something that could be more visible throughout the game. So the challenge became make a wild creature, something you can run across when exploring this wonderful world of CHKN. The additional criteria is we wanted you to use no more than 3 different animal types. So often when you're building your own things and getting really creative, you end up grabbing from every other different animal. And while that ends up being really cool for your personal creations, for a creature you'd run into the world doesn't always make great sense. So we had that as a criteria where we wanted you to only use no more than 3 animal types. Then in terms of judging criteria past that is we looked at the functionality of the creature. Does this creature work well? Do its abilities work well? What's the personality of this creature? How does it feel when you would come across it? Is it scary? Is it cute? Is it hilarious? All important personality type feelings. And then looks, which go into that, which is, does this creature visually look interesting? So those were our main criteria, and we narrowed the list down from a really, really huge number of creatures. I don't have the number in front of me right now, but it was over 50, I want to say, if not more. We'll have a full listing
like
of
70?
all 70. Okay, I was going to guess 70, but I wanted to go under rather than over. I didn't want to overpromise.
Yeah, there's 70 on the collection list.
Okay, so we have a full collection in Steam Workshop. That we'll be revealing so everyone can see all of the great submissions and you can use and play with those. Additionally, we've narrowed it down to these final 9 creatures. These are our finalists. So we have Go Toys, Light Llama, Beefy Invader, Fluffy Fee, Little Cat, Blontosaur, Spider Cat Cow, Sir Dollinger, and Turtle Trunk. From a range of people, Squid King, The Stray, Rowdy Rough Muffin, Lizrinerays, Ultimate Oddball, Bulborb 87, and Green Rock. So we have a couple of people who are repeats on the list. We had some people submitted a ton of creations, and we tried to really limit it and not look too much who submitted this, but how interesting it was. So you will see some duplication here. Anyway, so first up we had in this list, the Go Toys. I want to make sure I got the name right, which is this wild horse goat turtle creature. Super strong, super powerful. Would make for a great wild creature to run into in the later part of the game. It's a really good, fun, balanced ability set. So with a lot of health here, but it's light enough that the legs are very quick. And then it has a nice strong charge attack. So it would make something that would be very tricky to deal with. You'd actually have to plan around like, hey, I'm going to need something with a slow attack in order to deal with this creature. Next up was the Light Llama, which is this cute little light llama with a sheep mouth and sheep eyes and these anglerfish lure lights, which are one of our favorite like chicken defining blocks. So Something that we always try to make a criteria about our creatures, that there should always be something weird about them. Like, that's what makes shit, like, they can be cute, they can be scary, but they should always have something that's like, that's a little weird. Because that's kind of what makes the chicken world work for us. It's what makes it so entertaining. And the anglerfish lure block was specifically brought in for its weirdness, and this is great use of it. And one of the things I called out before when I was muted, they chose, so choosing llama legs and body blocks is really smart here because it makes for a relatively slow creature. And the dynamic bones on these look the best when you have this nice slow movement. So most of the time it looks like almost that it's underwater, so it's flapping around very slowly moving. And then one of the really funny ones is when it's running away, they end up trailing behind it, which ends up looking like rocket engines off the back of it, which we noticed earlier when the Go Toys tried to eat it. So, hi to Viper Killer 88 Cat on YouTube. I do see you. I'm a little behind where I thought I'd be because I was had muted myself for 10-15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and push forward here. So next up was the Beefy Invader by Squid King. To repeat, the Light Llama was by the Stray, and Go Toys was also by Squid King.
Oh,
Look
no.
at him run! Look at him run!
The Beefy Invader here is almost all cow blocks, along with these spears made of plant or Venus flytrap necks and the unicorn horns. Whoa! And what I realized just when I first found out that my sound was off is the neck creation on this creature is really interesting. So by adding this one extra tiny thin block that you can see, it makes that head a separate piece from the rest of the body, a separate chain, which we'll be exposing in a more clear way later on. But the idea is it makes the creature stay almost perfectly vertical with just this head part moving. And it creates this great posture, which makes for great facial animations and personality. So he's just not happy, and he's got these two pointy sticks he's going to run at you with.
He's upset. He doesn't like John, I think.
Nope.
Because you look like a poacher, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
And away he goes. Hi, Lord of Dragons. Welcome to the YouTube channel. So next up is Fluffy Fee by Rowdy Rough Muffin.
Whoa!
Wow, he's so fast.
Oh, dude. I didn't look at this. Huh. This uses the new chicken blocks?
Have new chicken blocks?
Oh, we're not in right branch.
Okay, we can... Wait, that's fine.
Okay, so I'll skip past that one. So Fluffy Fee is really fun and interesting, which we'll try to get back to him a little bit later. So the little cat here is just insanely cute. So this is chicken blocks, cat, and then bunny eyes. So bunny eyes are, they don't quite match the rest of our system. This will likely change in the future, but right now they are, especially when they look straightforward, the super, super cute eyes. And that combined with the little grimaces the mouth makes is great. Now, also you'll notice that the leg configuration here makes for this hilarious bouncing motion when it walks, whether it's slow or fast.
Super cute. Run, run!
And then just the small details here are what really makes this work for me, because you have just the single tail. Like there's very little extra things. Like you could stick things everywhere. The one tail trailing with the up and down motion you get on the walking animation just makes it fantastic. And it would be absolutely terrifying to have a herd of these things.
Uh-oh. Yeah, big herd of them? Yeah. So at first you'd be like, these are so cute, but then you'd get eaten.
Are they hissing at each other?
No, at us.
That's what they think of this llama. He's not a threat.
At all?
Nah, he's friendly. I was trying to remember what one of the dog creatures were, but I can't remember the spawn number off the top of my head. Anyway, so yeah, so you have this nice little herd of these cats with all the tails wagging and everything. Just looks absolutely cute, and see how they move in a herd there. It's almost hypnotic. Oh, here we go. Now they're gonna run away.
Oh, they're not long for this world.
No.
Oh, the llama stepped in.
There you go.
Great.
Good. Run, llama, run.
Okay, so next up is Blantosaur. It's a creature by Ultimate Oddball, who I believe won the last contest. Another really just fun, interesting built creature. So he's combined bunny, plant, and the dinosaur horns. And he's gone. Okay, there we go.
Wow, the bunny on a stalk.
Yes. So he's
Bunny
put
mouth.
an extra mouth. So this makes for a really interesting thing. So the nose is actually another mouth, which is just the bunny mouth here. On top of that, these aren't actually just the middle. The middle block is a regular plant life block, and then each of the end ones is one of the root blocks. So it has this whole wave of roots that come off the bottom here, and that combined with the bunny legs and the
No, you can't,
the
you
nose
can't
that
get
tries.
the fruit on its head.
And again, this is something that would totally feel at home in our our swamp type biome, where it's like, oh my god, that is extra weird.
I love the dinosaur spikes on it.
Yep. That's the dinosaur spike's another one of those. It's just a single block by itself. There's no full. I mean, we have the mechanized dino, but we don't have a full dino just yet. You invite Snarky back in.
Cool, thanks.
Yep. Oh. Oh, I'm trapped. Okay.
So wait, is the bunny mouth stuck onto like another plant?
Yeah, so that's
what's going on
a
there?
plant neck
Yeah.
and they've used this to create a nose that actually faces the target.
That's really kind of crazy.
And actually, the way the system works, that nose is actually slightly further out, I think, than the other mouth. So it's going to try to eat everything with its nose.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
Okay, next up, the Spider Cat Cow by Bulborb87, which is made of spider, cat, and cow parts. Very, very easy with the naming scheme here. And this one just he's being chased away. Let's bring in another one.
Oh, he's gone.
So this one, just the face on this, the combination of of cow and they're trying to separate from each other. So the combination of cow and here, let me feed one of them. That'll help make them happier. There we go.
Siamese cat.
There we go. Yeah, they were a little stuck on each other. Whoa. Their face, though, the combination of the cat mouth and then the cow bits just creates this really, really fun face. The personality from it. Come on, eat the food.
So creepy and adorable at the same time.
Yes, well, it's
like,
you're
"Ow,
this
ow."
really cute, like with the ears sticking out to the side, and the cow head block almost gives it like little hair on top.
Yep.
And then cat parts, but then the spider legs.
Yeah, then you had to go there with the creepiest legs.
Which I would imagine these would do best actually in a really tall grass area, so you just kind of see the heads.
Ooh.
Oh,
You're like, oh, nice cow. I'll run up to it. Ah!
Yeah.
wait, what's the tail?
That's a cat tail.
Is that the cat tail? It looks so long on this, in this context.
Yes, yeah. So it fits with the
Yeah.
spider legs like frighteningly well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are. Next is okay. This is Sir. Next is that. So yeah. Next is Sir Dollinger by Rowdy Rough Muffin.
Oh, my favorite. One of my favorites.
And so.
So cute.
Love it.
Oh,
No, don't. No. Leave Dollar.
Oh.
Sir Dollinger.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I just need to create a couple
Vicious
of them.
animals.
the spider mouth makes him look like he has really expressive like eyebrows.
Yeah, so that's
Oh no, there's a whole herd of them now.
There we
oh,
go.
No.
so this
The rest
one.
are just watching.
They're trying to eat the parts and they can't quite reach them.
Hey guys, what's up?
So yeah, so Sir Dollinger is like personality through minimalism. We have the spider eyes, the small spider eyes, which might be some of our least expressive eyes, combined with the spider mouth on a sheep body. Right, that's all sheep blocks, and then one, and that has the llama bits on the left shoulder here, which I don't know what that is, or what that's supposed to. It's on just the one side. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. It might be a reference that I'm not getting.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm okay with that because there's so much expressiveness using the spider mouth as its eyebrows almost, where it's like, yay, look at me, oh, look at my eye. Like, it frames the eyes perfectly, it shuffles around a bit. It also makes me wonder what this would look like if we used a rotated mouth as a mustache on another creature type. So it's something now I feel like I need to experiment with because it's so great. The way it goes up, it's like, yay!
You'd almost have a goatee if that were hanging down around.
Yeah. But like it's what we imagine this is you'd find like a little hut in the middle of nowhere and this guy would be inside and you'd be like, what is this guy even doing? And you walk up to him and then he bites you and now you're slowed and you can't get away and he eats you because he's just like so awesome. It's so simple and minimalistic, but like we immediately found ourselves like we needed to give this guy a backstory and a reason for who did this to him. How did he end up like this?
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Well, I feel like the llama parts are like a scarf. Like
he's branded by the llama.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's Sir Dollinger, and then the last in our finalist is the turtle trunk with saddle.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't take off the saddle, but
yeah, for the live one, we take off the saddle. He's gonna get.
Oh no. The Dollingers.
The Dollingers.
The Dollinger
oh my
gang.
God.
Dollinger gang.
Yes. Well, I'm assuming like that they were an experiment gone wrong, and when they released though, they organized themselves and formed an old timey train robbing gang. And so these guys, they took part. So the combination of creatures here are turtle, bunny, and tree. So we have these enchanted tree blocks, which are really, really neat. They're a little bit probably too big to build a lot of things right now, but the personality they've gotten here. Oh, actually, I'm just noticing. So technically, this is 4 different creatures.
Oh, cheated.
We missed it because I didn't put together. That is actually a snake tail.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we'll just say they cheated.
Well, we technically said. Let me look at the official rules here.
Oh yeah, just
no more than 3 different animal types.
It's true.
And I can make the argument that a tree block is not an animal.
That's true. We should have got there. That's
I mean, in those rules, so like it's
my fault. Yeah.
But looking past that, even with or without the tail, like they've managed to create this almost pig-like creature in how this big central fat piece and these little legs end up. It hugs the ground very closely, and the noises it makes, like there's no pig parts, but all the noises it makes make me think that these are a bunch of like tree pigs wandering around. Mm-hmm. And these would be really fantastic to run into the world in terms of something that
Yeah.
Oh, Sir Dollinger's just watching. He's so curious.
It does.
That's kind of creepy. They're just like standing there. Like,
Yeah.
Stand and watch.
Like-
we will
Yeah, like-
observe. We will time travel to the future where we will. Yeah, that's super
Oh my
creepy.
god.
Oh,
Oh,
the hell is
No,
they're like,
one of them got bored.
what's
He's
that?
walking off.
oh, what's that? What's that? What's that?
It's a very good representation, Jace. You nailed it. Nailed it.
So here we have the herd of wild tree trunks and Sir Dollingers.
Sir Don Donald.
They're not. It's interesting. They're not even.
Oh, are they in sync
Just
now?
kind of don't
They're totally
care
like
about
they're like a boy band, the Dollingers.
The Dollingers. Coming to a mall in Middle America near you.
I feel like they have like little monocles,
Yeah.
like a Clockwork Orange type of thing going on.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh, that takes on a whole new look now
Yeah.
for me.
We just have to give
And,
them
like-
bowler hats.
Yep, bowler hat.
Yeah, and they're like,
Add it to the list.
it's like they're wearing padded outfits now.
What creature part can we make that's gonna look like a bowler hat? Wait, what? We'll come up with something.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yes. We
Actually,
would
eventually we
definitely.
should just have bowler hats.
Should be made out of some creature part, though.
Yeah.
Like the bowler creature. Like, that's a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to harvest them to get bowler hats.
I'm trying to saddle up on one of these guys. Yeah. Hat.
They do.
Oh, these are fun to ride too. Do. Won't have saddles in the wild, but they're still pretty fun. You can always tame them and then put saddles on them.
You know, that could be how we teach saddles, is they run in the wild on something. Like they were like escaped horses, right? Like, you're like,
The
Yeah,
the
you-
Dollingers used to ride these around. They'd ride these babies for miles.
right? Yeah. That's how they caught up to the trains.
Reach for the sky.
Oh no, Beef Invader.
Oh yeah, Beef Invader's here now. Oh shoot.
Oh, somebody pissed him off.
Goodbye, Dollinger. Oh,
We're hearing all the actual creature noises mixed in with Jason's cat.
Cool.
So this was our total group of finalists, and then just such a really awesome. The submissions all around were fantastic. It was very difficult for us to narrow it down to this 9. If you want to see Fluffy Fee, you'll have to log into pre-release branch because it uses some of the new chicken blocks. Also, very very
Oh,
cute
yeah.
creature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Engine up or something you can run it in or no?
I'd have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to do on the stream.
Yeah.
We could put together a short GIF of it walking around for the news post, so everyone can at least see it.
Yeah.
Because it's very expressive.
Can we make sure we mention that in the post too?
Yes.
Yep.
Like, you know, it'd be great to just. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there like pre-release branch. What?
Yes. Yes. So consider
What are you
that
talking
yet another reason to check out the game on the pre-release branch. So to clue everyone in, if you're not familiar with what we've been doing in Chicken, we have been extremely hard at work at a huge host and range of things on the pre-release branch, and we've kept it on the pre-release branch because there's a lot of large changes, and we don't want to introduce those to the live world until we're absolutely confident that the quality of the game is not dropping, that it will still run on everyone's machine well. We never want it to be a negative experience in terms of updating Chicken. So by allowing us to keep that on the pre-release branch, anyone who wants to is able to look at it and see our new visual system, see all of the progress we've made towards the new arena mode that we'll be introducing before that we've been working on and teasing about the last several weeks.
Yes, we're gonna record Jesus' cat.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
In the game.
Well, I think Jason's cat needs to be Sir Dollander's voice.
There you go.
He just walks up to you and snores.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
That's great.
Yeah, so we'll put up a whole list of the entries so that everybody can see and let us know which ones they liked. Because there's a lot of really great stuff in there.
Yeah, so just to the final payoff on that is these creatures are eventually going to end up in game, and we'll set Fluffy Fee somewhere in the world.
Yes, so I hadn't announced it yet because we were trying to determine what to do because I wanted to be able to show you the winner, but we don't really have a way to do that on our current live branch here. Fluffy Fee was the one that we would pick as our winner, so we'll have to do some additional stuff to show you that on the pre-release branch. However, with the way that we're designing a large portion of the game to run into the future, we've set it up so that you will be able to subscribe and have the option of bringing any of these creatures into adventure mode. So while we'll be hand-placing Fluffy Fee to be included and to be packaged with the game, all of these creatures could be part of your Chicken experience in the future. So it's a little. I'm a little disheartened that we can't show off Fluffy Fee because it is really a lot of fun and it works really well as a wild creature. Sir Dollander's personality was fantastic. Beefy Invader was really great all around, but we were worried about how a group of these in the wild might feel. Definitely, I know in my game I'm going to include him as maybe a unique creature you might run into in a single one where he's kind of terrorizing the countryside. It looks like a rogue knight to me, but
Yeah, for sure.
So Fluffy Fee is the winner. So congratulations to Rowdy Ruff Muffin.
The wave.
Yes, so Rowdy Ruff has made lots and lots of creatures. We've featured on a bunch of other things. He love the stuff he builds. We love all of these. And you can see Rowdy Ruff has two of our finalists are his, and we also had two from Squid King, who also, at some point you'll be able to say, here's the Rowdy Ruff Muffin package, or the Ultimate Oddball collection, or the Squid King pack, and import all of these and have a game, an entire adventure mode game that's built around these creatures that the players have created.
That's awesome.
Short aside, Dr. Pancho on YouTube writes, there should be a futuristic biome where the mech creatures are there. The mech creatures are actually designed to be part of the poachers, which John is currently dressed as a poacher right now, which will become more and more defined further in the future. But the mech dino is going to be... he's going to become a big part of things in the near future. So we're I don't want to reveal more than that just yet, without talking over with the team. But the mech dino is definitely one of our favorite creature types, and we're going to make sure that he's solidly included in the future of Chicken.
It's also, spoilers, getting a little revamp right now, which will show off as well.
Yes.
Spoilers.
So yes, so again, thank you to everyone who submitted. If you didn't get a chance to submit this thing, you could continue to make these creatures, because like I said, there's going to be the possibility of all the creatures in the workshop to be brought into your world. As we update and move the Chicken forward, we might see some block swaps and stuff, so there might become a time when you have to update your creatures or have to reconfigure them, or some stuff might be sunsetted. but we are doing our best to make sure that as much as possible we'll be able to continue and preserve content as we make some big jumps in terms of changing the whole world, adding new creatures, changing creature blocks to make them more consistent and follow a much better overall system. So lots of really fun stuff in the works. I'm very excited about it. I've been doing a lot of work on the animation system, both on the chains that you always hear me talking about but have no idea what they actually are, as well as all the leg animations and how those hook up. And we've also been hard at work at all the other things. It's great. So this is... So we have a herd system in the game, which you can see the cats here have formed up new herd. And our wild turtle trunks are also in a herd. However, because Snarky is riding one, the nearby ones are influenced. So by her spinning around in circles, it is triggering the herding mechanism on the other creatures to spin as well.
I didn't want to say anything, but
Oh, that's great.
I've never seen that.
They would probably follow you if you don't, are not spinning.
You can't move too quickly, though.
Yeah. Eventually, though.
join me.
So they have to want to
They're
wander.
coming. They're wandering.
Yep.
Slowly. Oh, got too far away, baby. The cats are perfectly herding, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can see.
This one cat's being chased by the cows, though.
Yep. The other ones are too scared, so as soon as they get turned up, there, that good. Boom.
Oh.
And the turtle trunk moves in like a good scavenger. And that's if you something that was muted early on as well. Way back when I didn't realize that my mic was muted. When we first came in here, we were kind of shocked. We've been all working heavily on the pre-release branch, which has the whole new visual update. So you'll see if you were to take a look at these creatures on the pre-release that the visual overhaul of the game really shines. So please, if you haven't checked it out yet, we'll have information in the post that announces these winners. We also have it in several other posts how to get access to the pre-release branch, so check it out so you can see all the awesome stuff that we're working on, as well as help us to generate more content by making creatures, by sharing your other creations.
Greg, were you muted when you mentioned the next stuff about Beefy Invader?
I did mention again here. I'll go over. I got a block.
Because that, to me, that was a huge building tip. Like, I didn't know that's how the voxel system worked with the neck and head. I'm like, oh my god, pro tip.
Yeah. So how do you? So you'll notice if you look at this Beefy Invader. When it tries to look at you, only the top part moves. It's not the whole vertical part of the creature. And the whole reason that works is this one block here. This one cow block is what makes all of that work. If you have just a single block attached to this chain and then a face on it, that single head block would treat this whole vertical part as the chain, and it would bend over at the top of these two blocks here whenever it tried to attack things. The problem is that would also bring these things with it. So when it would go to charge, it would be lowering its lances, that's just ridiculous. Why would you lower your lances when charging into battle? So what Squid King did here was he added this one extra block, which is very small, so it doesn't actually change too much of the shape of the creature. But it causes the neck chain to be treated as these two blocks together, with this is the head block and this is the neck. So all the rotations happen from the connection point of this one block here. So when I release this, you'll see how he looks around at things. And it means that he's always holding these lances straight forward, which makes for much better charges.
Can you edit it to remove that neck to see how it would act differently?
Yes, it'll take just a moment, because I will have to remake the face.
They didn't like that you stole his head.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I gotta build quick.
They're gonna destroy you.
No! Alright, fine. You're up then. Oh, come on! Somebody want to grab that other one?
Yeah,
He's chewing on his foot.
Oh, the humanity. So yeah, I think that's what the face looked like. Is that right? Yeah.
I got him.
Okay. So now when I release him, you'll see that the bend happens at the base here. Now that he's lowered his lances.
Yeah, he bends way down there now.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So, well, this is something we're going to expose more in the future, in order to kind of like.
Oh, dude, perfect. That was perfect.
The YouTube I'm giggling at the YouTube comments on this, which was, oh my God, he exploded! Kill me! He's a witch. So you can see, basically, understanding how what is the chain that is being controlled by part of a creature. You also notice that the strike animation is very different for the modified cow compared to the other one. You can see is a lot more movement than the other guys. So that's something that we're going to look towards exposing more in the creature editor. So at the very least, you'd be able to, when you're building the creature, see, this is the chain that is going to control that. Additionally, we're looking into the possibility of adding a little bit more flexibility to these interior chains not to get too more complicated. I'll leave it at that. But so yeah, that's Greg's building tip of the day.
Nice.
Yay!
Yay!
Respect your neck.
Hey, in order to, if you want a head to be its own chain, you need at least one more block that's connected to in the same direction.
Got it.
I have extra mad respect for Squid King for figuring all of this out on his own.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's, again, that'll be one of our hallmarks of, hey, we've definitely made an improvement to the creature editor when anyone can say, oh, let me look at the connection mode. Oh, I can see that this is part of this thing, so it's going to look like this, without ever having to edit the edit. So when you're in this mode, you should be able to tell that. So that'll definitely be a large task. I know this is on my list for the future. But that was our little, hey, why do these things do the things that they do? Similarly, if you look at these wild turtle trunks, because this one block is what everything is connected to, none of the other parts of the creature are really going to move all that much. So that's what gives it its really solid type appearance. And as for why this looks like this, so whenever you have any number of legs, so why does this creature bounce up and down like that? So the way the entire leg system is currently set up is each additional leg is always offset the last leg by half a cycle. So depending on the order you add the legs, you can change how the creature is going to move. So if you add legs on the same side and the same order, so if I do a front leg, a back leg, then the other side a front leg, then a back leg, the front legs will line up and the back legs will, the front and back legs will be synced with each other and they'll be offset from the others, which would give you that galloping type feel, as opposed to the current system. If I go left, right, then I'll have always alternating sides for legs. This is something that will likely change in the future to be even better. Like, hey, I'm moving fast. Let's switch from a canter to a gallop. But that'll be in the future, because how would a thing that has 7 legs that are attached at the end of long chains do that? That gets a little less clear. But we want to make sure it works for that. So that's the sort of thing that I think that's what I've been working on and thinking about. So, as Snarky rides by on her turtle trunk.
Let's go, guys! Oh. How dare you! I was just about to go on an adventure.
Yes. So here, let me make this a little bit more official. So all this would have to do to technically be a correct entry. Instead of using the snake rattle, we would switch in for the turtle tail.
I don't think a tree counts as an animal. I think they found an appropriate loophole to bypass. We could have been clearer on that, and so that's totally excellent loophole finding. Good job.
There we go.
Oh, that's cute.
So yeah, Foxakoi, I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Writes, can you imagine if these creatures actually existed? I have had nightmares like that. Too many hours working on chicken and having one of the horrible monstrosities like this. So this was just the most recent thing. We have all of the everything everyone submitted, so we have a bunch of other things like oh man, so many here. Here's a particularly disturbing one.
Oh, good. Great. Oh, no.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
What is happening?
Oh my goodness, that is so awesome and crazy.
So I believe this has too many creature types. That's why it wouldn't be part of the challenge. But
well, now I am gonna have nightmares. Thanks.
What? Oh my god. What are the feet? Are they turtle feet?
Yeah, they look like turtle feet. Little
Yeah,
stuffy turtle feet.
they're turtle feet.
yes, they've actually attached them up higher in the creature, so I'd have to dig to get at them here. Here they are. I get the pieces to pop off. So it's actually attached to this block here. Center in on it. You can see, as I dug it out, you can see a little bit how they're put together. So we purposely set up, you can build blocks on top of other blocks if you're clever about how you build the sizing of things, which lets you hide legs like that. Another advanced tip.
Oh, that's cool.
Which, again, that was another Squid King. He's clearly spent quite a lot of time with the creature builder in order to uncover kind of these hidden features.
That's cool.
And then you have cute little things here. This is Stella by Susan the Dragon Queen I'm bringing in. Who is now on fire. Sorry, Stella.
Oh my.
Hi, Stella.
Oh no! Oh no!
There we go. I took him apart.
That's pretty cute.
It's cute, and then it hisses at you. It shows its fangs. It's like, oh dear lord.
Run away!
So I could literally spend all the rest of this evening just trolling through the. Oh, this is a good. There's another one by the Stray called Boo.
Nope.
A crab creation.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. That's the stuff of my nightmare. The spidery, crabby ones.
Wow. Wow.
And again, that's a lot of the work John has been putting in this past week has been towards making, that's a neat creature. I'd like to have that in my game for some terrifying reason.
Yeah.
That is definitely going to be part of Chicken in the future. It'll be completely optional, so you'll be able to pick and choose what you like, or you'll be able to pick packs of creatures that you want to include, or you can use the default experience. And so doing so, you can wildly change how this game will play, and just the variety of things that you can run into. Because we know we could spend lots and lots of time making creatures, but there's no way that we could, we have this amazing set of creatures that our community creates, and we want to be able to tap into that creativity and use it to make the game a bigger and better experiences for everybody. So if you haven't checked out the workshop yet, check it out. You can check it out via the in-game system here, which I open pressing the U key, or you can get at it in it. This is creative mode only by selecting the Steam button here in the inventory interface. And then you can look at the new queue of here's new things people have created. You can look at what's been popular. You can look at community nominated, which is something we're continually adding on to, which includes some of our community favorite ones. You can subscribe to them via the Steam workshop menu. You can look at which ones you voted on. And you can look at all the ones that you've created and saved. So you could build your own entire experience out of these sorts of things.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
What is it?
And now, because this was my own creature, it comes in already tamed, and now I can ride it. And I have
It's. I guess that's considered riding it.
Bouncing, bounce, bounce.
Oh boy. Oh my
Is that
goodness.
as fast as you can go?
This is the max speed. I'm sprinting right now.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that is.
So this is the chicken team, and if you haven't checked it out yet, this is chicken, and this
Oh
is
my
a
God.
poisoned riding bunny fluff.
Oh,
I can run faster than you.
It's not about speed; it's about style.
Oh, right.
It's like one of those cars.
oh my God. We have to set up like a race with just these, and like hurdles.
Yeah, can you jump?
This is jumping. It's non-stop jumping. So this was designed back when tails. Whoop! There it goes. When you could, the tails would all act as blocks you could actually walk on. So and it would just move really, really slowly. But the hopping is just as good. I'm very happy with that. So if you haven't checked out Chicken yet, I'll post a link to our community, our store page. We are a Steam Early Access game. We are currently $14.99. And with that purchase, you get creative mode, which is what you saw here now. We have full Steam Workshop support for creatures. We have a full multiplayer system, which you have opened up to 4 players, completely open world. You can go anywhere you want. The single player game, this is creative mode. There's a full adventure mode of the game, which you are going around trying to conquer all of the creatures at the beams of light you can see here. You also have access to our pre-release, which includes a revamped onboarding system, a whole new graphical light system that we brought into the game. We've brought in brand new creature parts and abilities like gliding, which on the pre-release your creatures can fly if they have the right type of wings. And lots more content on the way on pre-release in the coming months. So please check us out. Thank you for watching this stream. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Again, this is something very easy. Get a couple of friends, play chicken together. You can do this yourself. Have jousting fights. You can just take some axes out, turn on damage, and go axing people. You can throw axes. It's we got this whole creature system. Ha!
Oh my god.
Throwing axes is just way too much fun. We'll have to do something about that. But please check us out. Awesome creatures. This crazy, weird, and fun world to play in. And again, lots more content on the way. So thanks for joining us. This is the Chicken Team signing off. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.